Victoria Pinder, eXp Realty, part of the Wolf Pack. If you want to join the Wolf Pack, I'd love to talk to you about it. But today's little set of series is how to get referral-based business. And you can be systematic about it. I'm telling you to be authentic, to be real. But we are going to talk about how to make sure that you are thinking of this as a business model. Because at the end of the day, real estate agent, we are running for the new ones, and we are also keeping the people we already have because we want to make sure that we are getting all the business because you want it all, right? And we have to think of referrals as a business structure. So that is something that a lot of people apparently have issues have. So number one, remember, this is a business. You're not just calling to go drinking on Tuesday afternoon. That sounds crazy to me. You are talking about a business. So you are going to remember that referrals bring the most ROI, the return on investment. So having the right people to give you referrals is the key part of your business model. The more, and this is built on trust. People are more likely to do business with you because they liked you, they trusted you, because you got recommended from a friend or a family. And those recommendations mean that they're more likely to hang with you. And investing in relationships and showing appreciation and gratitude and being real and honest to people who are going to sit on the same branch as you is really kind of the end of the day going to help you. It's your business. So I'm not telling you to just hang out for fun. I'm telling you, make sure that people know you are an agent. And that sounds so simple, and yet people freak out and don't. So let's talk about why people will give you those referrals. And the number one is really going to be because you're a rock star real estate agent, of course, right? So it means you have to treat people like rock stars. But the number one reason people give, as I just said, is trust. Why I like to think of myself as a rock star, and I need them to think of me as a rock star. And if they didn't think of me as a rock star, they're not going to give me a good referral. So I have to make sure that that is something there. So they have to give positive experiences. So your clients have to think of you as someone who is really there for them. You listen to them and you talk to them, and trust is the holy grail. Because if they know you, they like you, they gave you a referral, that is going to be the beginning of your business empire, because referrals are cheaper than online ads, let's be honest. And you want to cultivate this relationship and make sure that your relationships are people. And I'm not telling you to not be a real person. I'm Aquarius, I love friends, so I think of them all as my friends. And my basic job is to continue being friends or be a human relationship with them. And human relationships are give and take. What am I giving? Real estate information. Help. If someone needs help, I'm there for them, like with the physical world. And it is an amazing thing to do. And I get to prioritize my friends. I get to prioritize helping them with their genuine concerns. I mean, I don't have the capacity to solve their emotional issues or their social issues, but I can help with their physical needs with the house. So that is where my acts of kindness come in. I show respect because I know what my strengths are, and I'm sure you have better strengths than me. To be entirely honest, I told you, I don't have emotional depth so much. That can't be who I'm going to be. It's not going to be there, but I can help people in the ways that I can help people with, that are ways that make fun for me, because that is what I like doing. I mentioned I was Aquarius in the other ones, right? So this, at the end of the day, comes to a human being relationship approach. So you have to remember, even if you are someone who is there for their emotional needs too, I'm not a therapist, but remember, people are people. And the way we show that people are people, we show appreciation. So if I really enjoyed hanging out with you, I'm going to show up and continue showing up. And I continue showing up because we're friends. And how do you market to friends? You allocate your time. You remember, hey, I really liked Christina. I'm going to call Christina today and be like, hey, I saw on Facebook or I saw on TikTok you made this video on so-and-so. Tell me a little bit more. You're going to treat people like people. You're going to, even after they bought a home, if you really like them, you help them, they're the more likely to give you a referral, and referrals that you kind of also get along with, which is always a good thing. And then logistics is just making sure you have a follow-up system with this. So it's not just, hey, Christina, I should call her once a month. You have to remember to call Christina. And I don't mean call her the 5th of every single month. Hey, I saw this on so-and-so, and just kind of track down. And if you see someone has not been, you seeing something's missing and you look online and something's missing, well, that's a phone call. Like, hey, Barbara, where have you been? I haven't seen you on social media lately. So you kind of have to keep track so you really see, and it just makes you a better human being anyway, because you're caring about other people. And of course, people are going to ask you, they know what you do. You're going to say, oh, well, at some point they're going to ask about the market. How's the real estate market? And you're going to say, hey, yeah, no, the market's doing amazing. I'm helping so-and-so. Try to be there. Make sure people know who you are. You are continually on Facebook doing so, or Twitter, TikTok. I'm showing my age, huh? TikTok, Instagram. You're showing what you do. But you're setting a time every single day to figure out who to express gratitude for, who to express appreciation for, who are you calling to just be a human being and care about. And you want to be helpful. That's my favorite part of this whole thing, is I get to be like, hey, how's that going? Did you clean that up? Do you need a lawn guy? I can send you a lawn guy. And hey, at the end of the day, do you know someone else who wants to buy a home? This keeps you top of mind, but that conversation is literally going to be 30 seconds. I called you because I haven't seen you online recently. What's going on? Are you okay? And then from there, you take it. And yes, they're going to ask because people are people, like we said. And that is kind of what I wanted to say. So I was getting a note from a client on a house, so I kind of stopped and said, oh, what's going on? But basically, I'm going to conclude now, and not just read my random texts that come in, because I want to help people. And you want to just be authentic and be real. And you want to make sure that we are showing appreciation and gratitude. And yes, referral is a business. You have to actually track the people you want to track, have a list of people you want to track. So I know it's being a little bit more organized instead of just like, hey, haven't seen you at the schoolyard lately, but you're noticing on a spreadsheet that so-and-so hasn't kind of checked in. So you want to check in with them because you haven't checked in with them for a while, because you're being human. And people remember when you're just calling and be like, hey, I saw that you just got out of the hospital. Are you okay? It builds trust, it builds relationship, it makes people want to work with you in the future, and it gives you more referrals. So even if they're not buying a house, maybe they bought a house and they're never going to buy a house, but if they give you referrals, you want to keep that business going. So you want to keep checking in with them and keep showing up, because you don't know who they know, and yeah, you're there because they want to talk to you and you like them and they like you.